We tried to watch horse last night. We tried. We crave live sports at a time when, quite frankly, there are no live sports, and attempts to give us live sports have failed so far. And I applaud the effort, though. Just as I applaud Major League Baseball, the NBA, the NFL, college football, for trying to come up with ways to do this thing in quarantine. In us trying to watch horse last night, Mayberry did something else entirely. But this is a sports show, so I'm just gonna let it go and not chastise you too hard for, producing a sports talk show without watching the only sport that was on television last night, because that's part of the job description. You watch the thing. You have an opinion about the thing. You watch, you know what? I am gonna do this. You watch the sport, man. I don't always want to watch Oklahoma City Thunder basketball. You know this. We've done a show together about Thunder basketball where we both have to do our homework before we go on there and start talking. You watch the thing, and then you talk crap about the thing if you don't like the thing, right? Or if you don't think the thing was worthwhile. But I hate the hypocritical nature, and you're not engaging in this, I should add, of folks who would claim to have watched the thing and then read a recap of it and then try to give their opinion based on a recap. And I'm going, come on. People already don't give respect to sports talk show hosts because they already think the job is super easy and anybody can do it. So why give them more fodder? Why not try to reach into the depths of this thing and pull out great conversation and great dialogue? Why be that guy? I understand that every day there's something new to do and there's a different challenge every day. Just getting this show on the air sometimes is the most challenging part of my day, especially in quarantine. But I'm gonna do the job and I'm gonna do my homework. So I watched horse last night. And I didn't give up on it. I just found that, a lot of y'all are learning the meaning of the phrase low latency right now. There are children who have never seen a choppy version of a live stream before. And you know what? Now that's what that is. Same thing with adults, quite honestly. And the limits of Zoom are being tested. The limits of video conferencing are being tested. And what we have found is it ain't Zoom. It ain't even the stream itself. It's that the players in this horse competition, quarterfinals last night, didn't give us the horse that we have in our heads. The horse that we have in our heads is stuff off the backboard, off the goalpost, off the lawn, into the swimming pool, onto the deck, off the side of the house, and into the basket. But that ain't what we get, especially in competitive environments, because at the end of the day, folks want to win. And the way that they can best ensure winning is by shooting their shot. Quite literally, their shot, the one they know they can make. Larry Bird and Chris Mullin, in this book I'm reading called Dream Team, played a game of horse. And they were playing for $100 a shot. And at one point, Chris Mullin was up by $1,000 over Larry friggin' Bird. And Larry said, enough with this trick shot BS. Shoot a basketball. I thought we were playing basketball. And he was getting Chris Mullin was getting under Larry Bird's skin in a way that I found charming. And Bird ends up battling back to get it even and then quit. Because he had never lost a horse competition in his life, and he wasn't going to start now. So he was taking jumpers he knew he could make just to get back to good. Now, that's fun in retrospect. It is not fun to watch on television because the amount of jaw-jacking and trash-talking and otherwise hard shots to make wasn't what this was about. It was about, hey, how are you? What are you up to? We had Mark Jones putting up Matt Barnes' sleeve jersey in the background over his skull. I am judging y'all's background so hard right now. Maybe it's because I put too much effort into my own. But my goodness, can we work a little bit harder on this thing? And I understand that not everybody's got a tripod, but you can order a tripod. You can try to make yourself level with the camera And what is it with this driveway shooting? It's hard to watch it and appreciate the effort because you're consuming it. And at the time that you're consuming it, you shouldn't have to think about how much effort it takes to put this on. And at the same time, I look around and I say, from now on, when you see children in their driveway filming each other playing pickup, you tell them they're as smart as the folks running ESPN for multi-million-dollar contracts right now. Because that's where we're at. We're at a space where the limits of imagination and creativity are not farther away. They're closer to us, or at least they're closer to folks that want to do something safe, which is kind of what makes the NFL draft not as riveting as I want it to be, because the safest thing to do is to draft a quarterback or a defensive lineman of some sort, an edge rusher, because you're rarely going to miss on those guys. And if you miss on those guys, notably the quarterback, people are going to give you a pass. You're going to be allowed to draft another quarterback because it's safe. I would love to see more chances taken to make it more entertaining. I'm also not always going to agree with the choice, which makes it fun. That makes it ridiculously entertaining. And that's what we are looking for. We're looking for entertaining. So in getting back to this idea of putting horse on television, perhaps taking chances and seeing what you actually are able to do can be extended to all of us, right? Because on the one hand, I want to applaud, as I said, ESPN for putting this thing on television and taking a shot, right? Let's see if we can make this Zoom thing pull off. On the other hand, I want to look at the players and say, yo, man, if y'all would have been just a little bit more up for this, a little bit more competitive about this, but also a little bit more into what it is that you are working on when nobody's looking, this could have been so much fun. We watch endless IG videos and Twitter videos of people doing miraculous things all the time, especially with a basketball. Like one of my favorite Twitter accounts and Instagram accounts is Overtime, because they are taking high school kids' film where they're doing just ridiculously awesome feats and they're giving it to us in bite-sized bits. I was expecting to see that from Paul Pierce, that from Chauncey Billups, that from Trae Young, that from Allie Quigley. It's not what I got. What I got was skill. I was looking for talent. But isn't that why these things are supposed to be on television, so we can see the talent on display? Because I, like you, can just go to my church league and I can put up shots. I can shoot 3-pointers off of my right foot with my right hand. Mike Conley being ambidextrous, as much as I want to say that that's a talent, it's a skill. You can learn to shoot with both hands, just as you can learn to write with both hands. I don't think that that's a talent. I was disappointed.